And of course, it's Championship Day! Right here, para kailan lang nagsisimula tayo. Pero eto na, dumating na yung araw na we are going to be crowning a new champion. Pero of course, we can still not fast forward there because we still have the battle for third. At yun nga, ang defending champions dati na National University Bulldogs, right now, they're going into this one-game affair laban naman sa University Perpetual Health System, Delta Altas. Well, welcome po at kayong lahat mga basketball fans. Alam namin, all wired up na kayo para sa ating championship game a little later on. Benji Santiago, kasama ko si Coach Mike Perez. Kailangan daanan muna natin tong battle for third natin para meron tayong masasabi nga natin appetizer before the main dish a little later.
Yep, and itong dalawang team na to, actually top of the standings ang Perpetual and former defending champion itong NU right now. Ironically, they're figuring out the battle of third, but I'm sure both these teams are motivated to win this game.
Alam mo yung mga kasabihan nga dyan sabi nga, yung daw naglalaro sa battle for third, as we take a look at itong mga kanilang mga numbers here, sabi nga yung mananalo ng battle for third, at least yung last game nila panalo
Oh, yeah.
Kesa you end up second sa finals.
Right.
Pero look at this, if we're gonna be concentrating on the offense of these two teams na nakapasok sila sa top 4, maganda tong mga numbers na ito, and it seems like ito yung susundan natin for this particular game in this battle for third.
Yeah, of course, both these teams really more known for their perimeter plays as opposed to yung mga ibang teams na high octane, tumitira sa tres at labas, malaking volume. But dito, more perimeter players and schemes na meron dito for both Perpetual and NU.
Ito nga binabanggit mo kanina, ang University of Perpetual Health System, Delta Altas. They conquered yung kanilang grupo at number 1 dun sa ating NCAA teams, but somehow they faltered in the end. And most probably, sabi nga natin, wala naman talo rito. Everybody's just gaining the experience and all the lessons that they could carry over to their regular tournament or regular league. Samantala, itong National University, alam naman natin, it's UAAP versus NCAA dito sa ating battle for third.
Exactly. And yung Perpetual in their last game really, because of the firepower of UP, at the same time walang score itong si Roque. Samantalang ito namang NU Bulldogs, they had their high hopes on Kian Baclan. Kian went down in the third quarter, got injured. Pero pagbalik niya, he wasn't the same Kian, and so eventually that steamroll of De La Salle Green Archers started pulling through.
Well, this is also a one-game affair, and for the starters, let's turn you over sa ating venue announcer kay Ryan.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live from the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan City. This is the final day of competition for your 16 Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. This is the first game of our doubleheader featuring Battle for Third. Perpetual Altus versus the National University Bulldogs. Let's meet the starters first for UPHSD Altas. Small forward number 12, Jasper Cuevas. Power forward number 14, John Abbas. Center number 21, Jericho Nunez. Point guard number 86, Cyrus Ventura. And shooting guard number 0, Arturo Roque Jr. Head coach with Perpetual Altus is Mike Seguin. And now let's give it up for your NU Bulldogs. Small forward number 20, Jake Figueroa. Power forward number 5, BJ Palacero. Center number 18, Omar John. Point guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. And shooting guard number 22, Mark Parks. Head coach for your NU Bulldogs is Mr. Jeff Napa. Referees for this battle for third are Eugene Michael Galotero.
Here's our starters. Once again, this is the battle for third between Perpetual and NU. And of course, we're glad to be back here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. Truly great games have been played throughout the entire preseason cup. And we're down to this final day. Eto, matindi rin ito. Sabi ko nga kanina having that good feeling that your last game was a one-ball game.
Yeah.
Diba? So it's between NU and Perpetual. And again, Benji Santiago with Coach Mike Perez. And later on, Megan Cabrera will be at courtside to join us for the coverage. Alam natin, ito medyo papunta pa lang yung mga manunod ng finals natin. Marami pang upuan. Mamaya, pati parking siguro wala na.
Alright, puno na yan sigurado.
Alright, eto na, nagsimula na tayo rito. And, oops, may steal kaagad ng Perpetual. May counter steal naman dito ang NU. And ball knocked out of bounds. It will go Perpetual's way.
Well, one thing for NU bench is, Kian Baclan, I don't think he's going to play today, and we're going to hear a report later on. And so it's all on Steve Nash now to carry this team to this win in the battle for third.
Well, pretty understandable, especially if he really has an injury na medyo serious. You don't want to aggravate that. This is basically preseason nga, preparation for the season of their respective leagues.
Yeah. And finally, after one full game, Roque scores a 3 in a game. I mean, he needed that in the previous game, Benji.
I know, he's putting up great numbers. It's just tough for them,
Yep.
Nung kanilang laban in the semifinals, na yun pa dumating. He was basically off in almost all departments. Nag-foul out pa.
Correct.
I mean,
He couldn't catch a rhythm or a momentum in that game.
Totoo yan. In the meantime, 3-0 na tayo ngayon. At yun nga, June Roque delivering that outside shots. We take a look at Mark Parks who lost the basketball. Some quick hands very early here na papansin natin. It's pretty obvious for the Altas, Perpetual.
And katulad nga ng na-mention natin kanina, these two are really known for set play teams instead of fast break. So expect a lot of half-court sets in this battle for third.
In the meantime, June Roque underneath, going back-to-back.
Gusto talagang bumawi.
Exactly. A lot to make up for.
Yeah.
Hindi na ako magugulat pag umiscore na 50 yan.
Sa gigil, Sa gigil.
Sa gigil at saka sa gigit. Yun yung ganun
Oh, yeah. I see you, Benj. I see you.
Ito si Patty, the engineer. Aba, may nabasa nga pala ako na news item. Sa Taiwan, they're recognizing and most probably they're opening up their country for new and young engineers.
Nice.
So I don't know, si Patty, ay alam naman natin sa Taiwan may basketball league din.
Oh, yeah.
Grabe.
Baka pwede siya doon.
I'm not saying na Patty should be doing that. Yung sabi nga natin nakapasa ka na ng board engineer ka na basically, di ba? You're trying to look ahead as with regards to outside of basketball, yung future mo rin, di ba?
Right. And very rare yung mga ganun situations when you get that license and you get to play a game that you love. Yeah.
7-2 para sa Perpetual. NU back-to-back baskets for them. Padrones. Kenshi Padrones getting himself in the scoreboard for NU. Samantala, John Abis. Also reliable player for Coach Mike Sagigit and the Perpetual boys. 9-4, lamang ng Perpetual. 5. Samantala, Don Lim makes a three-pointer.
You can see yung patience ng both teams pagdating sa half-court set. They're not hurrying from the backcourt going to the front. At talagang siniset up very deliberate yung kanilang mga plays.
2-point lead here for Perpetual and they throw the ball away. And an opportunity here for the NU Bulldogs to tie or maybe take the lead here. This is just the first quarter. Battle for third.
And both teams medyo komportable sa kanilang mga ginagawa ngayon. Taas ng percentage. 80 and 100% respectively UP and NU.
UP ka na rin, University of Perpetual.
Yeah, University of Perpetual.
Baka magulat sila.
Nasanay ako sa moniker na binigay mo. UP na rin ang tawag ko sa University of Perpetual.
Perps.
Yeah,
Perps. Gusto nila di ba? Mantala, ito. So Kenji Padrones getting his second basket here in the first period. This piece of action, 3-point play pa ito, Coach Mike. Lalamang pa yata ang NU ngayon.
Yeah, and maganda yung pagkaka-open up on that side. No, defense was caught going down, not minding cutters. Kaya libre yung tira na yun.
Your experience in basketball, matanong ko na. Like for instance, yun nga, no, hindi ka na makakapaglaro sa finals. And especially for the likes of NU na defending champion ka nga. So how are you actually approaching this ball game right now?
Well, you want to end the season with a win. Yun lang ang magandang ano doon. And so that, ako, if I'm going to have these guys motivated, you don't want to be, talunin ka ng NCAA team if you're NU. If you're Perpetual naman, you want to be sneaking in the top 3 teams that ended the preseason. Since you can build on that going into your mother leagues and eventually to the next preseason.
At saka yun pa nga, no, the difference between an NCAA team and the UAA
oh,
team.
Yeah.
Yung dalawang liga na yan, sa NCAA, wala nang foreign student athletes.
Right.
Yun eh, di ba?
Yeah.
So UAAP, meron pa sila niyan.
Yeah. Yan naman ang nagiging pride rin in a way nitong Perpetual because they don't have a foreign student athlete and they're battling against teams that have one. Not to say na hindi yun legal, no? It's actually they have that, but you have advantage if you had the big guy in the middle.
It's still a decent finish for them somehow.
Right. Exactly.
Number 1 sila dun nga sa kanilang grupo when we ended the eliminations. Aba, kita mo to. Kagaya nito, Kenji Padrones. Nakaka-7 puntos na ito para sa panig ng NU.
Yeah, and opportunity rin to sa mga ibang players to get that playing time and to show off your wares. No? May mga experiments rin ginagawa mga coaches, of course, in this preseason.
12-11. 6 minutes dito sa ating first quarter. Lamang ang NU. Bola ng Perpetual. So we take a look at June Roque underneath. Unable. Omar John the rebound para sa Bulldogs. Here's Don Lim. Already with a basket. Samantala, eto si Engineer. Nice pass inside. Oh, better defensive stop naman para rito sa Perpetual.
Very good leaping ability and recovery there by Nitura.
At eto na naman. June Roque, what else?
June Roque, ito yung mentality na hinahanap natin sa kanya in the last game. Kanina, in the previous one, they went to the corner series. Instead na ipasa, he read the play and went for that score. And, he continues to attack this cup. He's going to get more points compared to the previous game.
He's got 7 as of the moment. A foul on Cyrus Nitura at the inner end. And Perpetual. Hindi ko makita yung team foul dito. In the meantime, itong execution ng half-court offense ng NU.
Oh, good
Cholo.
roll.
And then the floater is a miss. Omar John cannot control the rebound. And it will go the other way now for the Perps. Perpetual leading by 1.
Tsaka malaking gap din sa ilalim yung kawalan ni Omega para dito kay Coach Mike sa gigit.
Oh, yes.
Complementary player sila John Avis kay Omega. And so without him, medyo natitweak ng konti yung attack nila.
Early stages pa lang ng ating eliminations when he injured himself, right?
Right.
In the meantime, Jolo Manansala unable. And here comes the Perps. 3-pointer on its way. Knocks it down.
If there's one thing that the Perpetual team would really need to develop is yung 3-point baskets talaga.
Christian Pagaran earlier. Eto na.
Yeah.
Si Patrick Yu. Finishing the eliminations, number 1 when it comes to shooting from the outside. And then he had a shooting slump during the playoffs. At umulan na ng tres.
Yeah. And itong si Pat Yu, normally he would play 2 or wing, no? But in the absence of Kian Baclaan and with Steve Nash on the bench, he's forced to play point guard.
In the meantime, ito, June Roque is fouled. 3 minutes and 51. Don Lim ang tinawagan ng foul and substitutions for both teams happening here. Chelo Rason, Nunez also in the ball game para rito sa Perpetual. They lead by 4 as of the moment. We're still here in the first quarter.
And with the way Arthur's been attacking the rack, parang may incentive pang lumalabas si Coach. Pag hindi ka umiscore ka ng ganito, this is what you get. Kasi hindi ka umiscore last game. You get an ice cream if you score this much points.
Isang galon o isang scoop lang?
Depende sa puntos mo.
And Christian Pagaran will be shooting 2 free throws. It was fouled by Joe Gulapa.
Very good sneak in baseline out of bounds play there, where you had that elbow guy flaring to the corner on a misdirect.
1 of 2 in that trip for Christian Pagaran. Lead is 6 right now for the Perps. Biggest in the ball game here in the first period. Don Lim getting his second basket to go in. 3.5 remaining. First quarter pa lamang itong ating battle for third. And I'm very happy. A lot of, siguro, masasabi natin, student body and of course, yung community na ng Perpetual present. Biro mo, malayo-layo pa yan. San Juan ito, Las Piñas pa pinagagalingan ng mga yan.
Correct.
Pero they're here along with the band in Perpetual, showing full support pa rin sa kanilang team.
Yeah. And of course, Perpetual is a basketball-loving school.
naman.
So very supportive yan of all their sports, especially with basketball. I mean, ang daming pangalan na lumabas na dyan. Scotty Thompson, Jerry Andeleon, Eric Ramirez, you know. All these other guys have really played for the Maroon team in Las Piñas.
Diyan din galing yata yung mga De Ocampo brothers.
Right. I think sila Yancy was with St. Francis of Assisi in Las Piñas.
Pala yun.
Yeah.
Oo.
Kalaban naman nila yun in Las Piñas, right?
Samantala, Don Lim, knocking down jumpers, floaters, everything is clicking here in the first quarter. 23-19 for Perpetua. That shot won't fall down. Ito na naman. Don Lim. Now Patu. Let's see this post move. The off-balance jump hook. Omar John is looking for a foul. Oh, sneaky one!
Sneaky one right there. That's right.
Against Omar John pa yan, ha? Amo nga naman. Yun ang mga naga si Carlo Ferreras. Well, he knows what to do with that basketball, especially in a situation like that.
Ano yung tinatawag na speed kills, no? You get past that big guy in front of you. Habulin mo ako.
Perpetual up by 6 once again. 98 seconds before we end the first quarter. Long inbound. Ferreras once again. Jumper. And underneath, JP Boral. Bola pa rin ang Perps. 12 ang shot clock nila.
I expect that pin down on the side again. Same play.
Diasana in the game, grabbing that rebound for NU. It's Don Lim right now. Short jumper. Doesn't drop. Offensive rebound. There's another block for Perpetual. Diasana. Yeah.
Well, he's one guy that they missed out in the last game. Itong si Diasana.
Oo nga.
It was just Omar John and Gulapa at that time.
Si Gulapa, bandang huli na lang ginamit.
Bandang huli na lang. That's right.
Meantime, how about that? Carlo Ferreras. Hitting that jumper.
Ferreras actually doing pretty good here. He's now 2 out of 3 on his attempts from the field.
And you battling basket after basket here. Oops, extra steps here.
Yeah.
Joe Gulapa.
Yeah, and Joe Gulapa, after getting that ball on that slot swing, tried to locate si Diazana on the low post, pero well covered, couldn't. So he had to go in and create. Eventually, nag-travel.
Kenji Padrones is back on the floor to replace Joe Gulapa for NU as Perpetual. With a steal here for NU. There's somehow may 6-point barrier itong Perpetual against the Bulldogs here in the first period. Final shot of the quarter. Jello Razon firing long distance. Nope. And that's it for the first 10 minutes of action here in this battle for third. It's University Perpetual Health System Delta Altas leading by 6 against the National University Bulldogs 27-21. And we'll still be coming back with more of the action. And of course later on, championship. And we'll tell you more about it when we come back. That's the end of the first quarter here in this battle for third.
Post their semifinals matchup against DLSU, Steve Nash Enriquez admits there was a bit of frustration on their end dahil alam nila na kaya nila. But at the same time, they also know that they have to move forward fast dahil nga may laro pa ngayon. Kaya naman ang nasa isip nila ay bawi, not just for today, but all the way to the UAAP. Overall, he describes this as a good experience for his team to gain chemistry on and off the court. At naging bahagi ng araw ng kanilang mga pre-game preparations, ang team bonding tulad ng panonood ng sine. The aspiring UAAP champions want to finish out strong today and claim a medal. But whatever happens, one of their post-game celebrations will include watching the new Transformers movie as a team later today. Benji and Coach Mike.
Alam ko kung anong pinanood nila.
Ano?
Ikaw, alam mo, Coach Mike? Alam mo kung anong
Extraction
pinanood? Ha?
Extraction 2.
Hindi, sini.
Ano?
Sini na eh.
Ah, sini? Ano?
Oo, eh. Little Mermaid.
Parang hindi yata bagay kay Diazana na noon.
Hindi man lang The Flash eh. Hindi man lang The Flash eh. Little Mermaid talaga. Joke lang. That's the largest lead in the ball game right now, being enjoyed by Perpetual over NU, 30-21. We're already in the second quarter. And Jake Figueroa getting himself noticed with his first basket.
He's one of the second guys actually for NU. Natingin ko malaking factor na mako-contribute niyan with Kian Baclaan.
Oo, si Jake Figueroa. Remember that time na pumasok sila sa semifinals and an overtime win laban sa Pinild. He was responsible for that one. Pero ang hirap kasi pag naging hero ka, yung mga susunod na ball game,
babantayan ka na eh.
Markado ka na.
Exactly what happened to Arthur Roque, diba?
Yes.
Leading scorer ka, will stop you.
Oh, look now. This is a double-digit lead para sa Perpetual as Steve Nash missing Diazana with the follow.
Yeah, I think yun yung difference between Diazana and kay Omar John because he's got that immediate second jump
Sabagay.
when he goes for those offensive boards.
A steal here. Oh, Diazana. Let's see. His handles. Yun lang medyo may problema. Picks it up. Puts it up. He was too deep underneath. He could have dunked it.
Yeah. Naubos yung energy sa dribble from the backcourt.
Yun din, yung mga ganong klase.
Right.
No? So yung pagdidribble, kailangan mahasa din yan.
Yeah. And I think ang Perpetual has seen enough of big men dribbling the ball down court kasi
Oo.
si Malik Diop nung knockout game nila,
Totoo,
grabe,
totoo.
tinakbo na. Isa na naman big man, nagdadala ng bola pababa. Ano ba to? No, but seriously, if you have a big guy that can run that floor just like Malik does, advantage ka eh.
Gusto naman.
Yeah. Rim run and all out in the open.
Oh, dun nga sa St. Clair, no? Yung kanilang foreign
si
student
Endong.
athlete.
Yeah.
Si Endong
Yeah.
can do that. He was
Right.
playing point in a couple of games that they had.
Correct. Gusto ko naman kay Endong is yung quick reaction niya eh.
Yes.
You know, speed is always relative to kung paano ka nagsimula, kung gaano kabilis ka nagsimula, di ba? It's not just yung constant na takbo mo. It's how you quickly get to the action.
Jello Rason firing away, rimmed out. And ball will go to NU.
Ito si Jello Rason is actually one of those players. I feel he's really the king altas for Coach Mike, but right now medyo he's giving the other players opportunities to shine.
Well, talagang ito yung pagkakataon.
Yeah,
Nakilatisin naman yung iba.
that's right.
Somebody who could play back up for him, di ba?
Yeah. At saka if he does that in the regular season of NCAA, malaking tulong yon, makagain ng kumpiyansa
Totoo.
mga kasama niya.
Yun naman talaga yung ultimate mission nila eh.
Uh-huh.
As this shot, look at this. Papitas-pitas lang ng rebound itong si Muhammad Diaz-Sana.
Pero I'm sure si Coach Mike would not be happy with that defensive stop. You always have to end your defense with a rebound. That time around, they defended 24 seconds but couldn't secure that rebound.
Here we go, NU with the basketball. Padrones with a setup for a three-pointer, and bang, it goes. All of a sudden, Perpetua leading by 10 just a little while ago, and NU bursting with a lot of point production and speed. We get a one-point game. Welcome back. We're still in the second quarter of action. What a run by the NU Bulldogs for a little while. A double-digit spread for Perpetual. And then NU turning things around, and they're just down by one. That's why a timeout was called by Coach Mike Sagigit for the Perps. And they want to be able to establish what they were doing earlier. The reason why they led by 10. Diaz-Sana also a force to reckon with when it comes to defense. And
Oh, what
how
a
about
move.
this? Yun lang, everything but the shot.
Alam mo, under normal circumstances, yung high-low na yon, if you have a foreign student in the middle, strong finish yung kagad eh.
Oo.
Kanina, they had to work around it kasi nando sa Diaz-Sana. And right now, Diaz-Sana making another basket here.
It's got 8 here in the first half. Perpetual. NU now on top by 1.
Oh, look at that drive and that finish there by Diaz-Sana. Jake, last second dish with the left hand to Diaz-Sana.
Nunez back on the floor here for Perpetual. Si Diaz-Sana pinaupo muna ni Coach Jeff Napa. Well, he's done a pretty good job. 8 points, not all that bad. The mid-range. Omar John is back, but he picks up a quick foul against Jericho Nunez. He's going to be shooting 2 free throws.
Good read there by Barcuma, seeing Omar John in front of him. Had to dish it last second to Nunez. And itong si Nunez na to, I feel has benefited from the absence of Omega. He's getting a lot of playing time, and he's been able to show us that he can bang bodies inside against the bigger guys. And it's really just a matter of time before this man actually evolves into parang Omega-like player for Coach Mike.
Makes the first free throw. Can't get the second. Tied at 34. Approaching 5-minute mark ng ating second period. Steve Nash. Shot clock down to 3. Who's going to take the shot? Nice fake. Just can't find a hole in that jumper.
Eh, nakita mo, muntik pa masundutan ng isang offensive rebound ulit itong Perpetual. Good thing that John was able to control that.
Diyakap na yung bola. Uh-oh. Shot clock winding down. Forced to take a 3. Oh, di naman pa. Wow, John Abis. And Padrones fouling him from beyond the arc. Nagmamadali na nga ito. Panic na nga ito, basically. Nakabingwit pa ng foul.
Yeah. Yun ang mahirap kung gali ka sa baba, tapos you will close out long to the top, ang lawing shooters. Ganun ka kalaki, you're a big guy. Momentum mo, makikerry ka talaga towards the shooter.
Tatlo nga yung free throws to for John Abis. 3 points. Ay, dalawa lang pala yun. Nakapak pala sa linya yun. I thought it was a 3. Yeah, meron pa
that was
isa.
a 3. There's one more.
Oh.
Gotta be one more.
Kayo. Kayo pala mali, hindi ako eh. Kita mo, collection na naman dahil. Collection.
May echo kasi kaya iba yung dating parang collection.
Marami rin ako na-discover ng mga karakter dito sa preseason cup natin.
Oh, yeah.
But this has been fun, really. For me, siguro admittedly, this is the second time that I had a chance to cover this iba pa nga pangalan nito nung araw. This preseason cup. And yeah, it's good to be back and to see these young players. Makes me feel young also.
Lalo na kung sinimula mo sila na ano lang, no? Yung tipong SBP Milo Best lang yung lalaro.
Lupit mo na. Admittedly, hindi naman pasarel ang dating.
Oh, correct.
High school naman, high school. Yeah, I had the chance. Alam mo, sabi nila may mga journeyman sa mga players, di ba?
Oo naman.
Sa broadcaster din, ganun ako. Journeyman na rin.
At saka nakakatuwa, you get to see them from the early goings.
Totoo yan.
Kasi mag-progress sila into what they are now. But look at that strong drive by Nunez.
Sabi mo nga, yung pangangatawan din kasi nito. They're could have been a block from upstairs. Pero tatamaan mo talaga, malapad din eh. Ito si Jericho Nunez eh.
Well, you gotta make your free throws though.
Well, just basically going back, sabi ko nga, some of the players here na I see like Steve Nash Enriquez, high school pa lang, naku-cover ko na yung mga yan. I can remember just the other day na naglaruan Lasal, nakita ko na naman yung lola ni Kike. Kilala pa rin ako.
Yun naman ang maganda doon.
Kwentuhan namin. High school pa lang yung apo niya di ba? Samantala, Jolo Manansala, we truly expect him to be delivering from those outside shots, especially come the season of UAAP.
Yep, and both teams now pretty good shooting from 3, both shooting 50%, 4 out of 8 for NU, 5 out of 10 for UP, for the Perpetual Help Altas rather. I really got used to UP simula tinawagan University of Perpetual. I had to get that out of me. That UP versus UP game.
3.5 remaining before we end the second period. Pagkakataon for NU. Parang mas maganda pa yung diskarte ni Diazana kaysa kay Omar Jan in this ball game.
Yeah, medyo masikip yung move na yon. If you have a guy driving towards that low block, that big man's got to clear to the other end to give him space to create.
Although Omar Jan has 6 rebounds here in the first half for NU.
Oh, that's a travel. That's a travel.
Jericho Nunez bothered.
Alam mo na kagad na hindi titira kasi he was looking down
Kaya
on the floor. So you have to keep your sight on the rim to make the defense think that you're actually going to take a shot.
37 all. Approaching the final 3 minutes. Steve Nash, Enriquez. Jolaman and Sala. Patu inside. Omar
go.
Jan. Yes!
And you catching that defense in the latter part of that execution ng offense. Nalibre si Omar Jan doon.
Second chance here para sa Perpetual. Oh. Cyrus Nitura underneath. 39 all. Kung maglaro sila, parang championship din nila eh. No?
Oo nga.
John Galinato with the basketball and ball tapped out. I believe it stays with NU.
Basang-basa na ni Jello Razon. Once that corner feel ni Steve Nash, alam niya that ball's gonna get to Steve to go for that corner option. Eh, bakit hindi? Yun ang opensa ng Perpetual.
Shot clock down to 7 right now. Steve Nash with a long 2. And here comes Jello Razon of Perpetual. 39 all. 2 minutes remaining. 3 on its way. Long and strong. Omar Jan grabbing another rebound. That's a 7th.
Oh, good.
And Jolo takes it to the heart of defense right there.
Exactly.
NU on top by 2, 41-39.
They're not getting John on that middle seal of that high-low. The pass was too late.
Look at this play by Jolo Manansala. Sabi ko nga, pag walang tawag, creating space.
Yeah.
Pag may tumawag, offensive foul.
Yeah. Tsaka importante kasi doon you have to be the one to initiate the contact eh. Kasi if you're the one to initiate, the one who initiates the contact is the one who has control on that situation.
Tsaka good recognition of Jolo Manansala. Alam niya yung defender niya gumagalaw pa.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be called for an offensive foul.
That's right. Kaya once you see yung defense, naunahan ka ng bunggo versus the guy with the ball, that defense gonna control you.
Tied at 41.
Gonna be a lane drive here.
Last touch, si Omar Jan.
Yeah. Actually, execution is pretty good for both teams. A man movement and ball movement at least, but you know, some situations lang kailangan you really have to make those shots to end that offensive set. Yun yung kailangan gawin ng ibang mga players. Ano? Pag lumi-up ka, tinamaan ka, huwag ka na mag-complain. Just go down on defense.
Yun naman talaga dapat. Diba? Yun just sinasabi ng mga coaches.
Right.
No?
You know, bumaba ka na lang.
Kasi kulang kayo. Nakuha na ng kalaban.
Right.
Magreklamo ka pa or anything.
Right. Unfortunate for Perpetual, NU is actually not really known for their running game. But if you're going up against LaSalle and UP, you'll be done eaten on the other end.
Tsaka walang award dito for best actor.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of awards, we'll be having a Mythical 5 and the Finals MVP later on. And of course, we're going to be crowning a new champion. Nandito na nga sa Battle for Third, ang defending champion na NU. So they have been dethroned, and right now, just trying to make a decent comeback. Somehow you lost the championship, but still, if you can still be recognized, third place finisher, not bad at all.
I actually don't envy the position of yung mga decision makers natin kasi who would make that mythical
Oh my
pipe. Ang
goodness.
daming players
Oo.
eh. And actually did really good here in the preseason.
Yung mga future superstars sa Philippine basketball, ha?
Yeah, even the players of St. Clair are actually really
Totoo,
good.
totoo.
Diba? So yung pagpili medyo tedious. Wow. Omar John finishing underneath.
NU takes a 4-point lead, 45-41. The runner, Jello Rason with a miss. NU might have the final say here before we end the first half. Steve Nash looking at the clock. Back to you. Already had a three-pointer earlier. His second, he gets it a go. And that will be it for the first two quarters. One game affair, battle for third. The defending champions might have been dethroned, but ending this first half in a battle for third. They're up by 7, 48-41 against Perpetual.
Callis Street Sportswear official outfitter, Flash Express, Nature Spring, and Hayes.
Evanelli picks it up. Another three. Bang! Back to back for Mark Nonoy. He beat it here.
Could be big.
This one is big. CJ Cancino. So Pagulangan right now taking over para sa UP Fighting Maroons. What a crossover. The ankle break for Mark Nonoy. Completes it with a three-pointer.
Just love that players, go up to this level.
They steal. And at the other end. Oh! Michael Phillips putting on a show very early.
Threes from the outside really favored FEU. Look here now. Ongoing right now.
But of course, it's still to come your way right after this ball game. We're at the half in this battle for third. It's NU leading by 7 right now, 48-41. Laban sa Perpetual. Welcome back dito po sa Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. It's championship day, but of course, we still have to find out dito sa dalawang teams na ito. This one-game affair also, the battle for third. Itong NU Bulldogs, na dethroned na nga sila as defending champions. Perpetual, who ended the eliminations number 1 in their group. They even had a chance to lead by as much as 10 points as we take a look at Don Lim hitting his outside shots at ito namang Perpetual. Well, walang kiyan baklaan para rito sa NU. So Steve Nash and Wickes will really have a lot of things to set a place here. Ito Jola Manansala with that outside shot. And of course, Benji Santiago with Coach Mike Perez here. We are at the half. Here are the numbers, Coach Mike.
Well, better shooting percentage here for NU, shooting 48%, and in 12 assists, especially without Kian Baklaan leading for NU. Magandang number yan para sa Bulldogs. But more importantly, one other stat that's not being shown here is yung bench points. 40 of the 48 bench points of NU coming from the bench. So malaking bagay yung contribution ni Don Lim as well as Pat Yu coming off the bench, hitting those threes from the outside.
Yep. At ang ating naman mga nagbida sa ating first half rito, we're going to be taking at our leading scorers. Ito na. There you can see it. So nobody in double figures yet. So equal distribution of the points between these two teams. Padrones leads with 9. We was off to a good start. Pat Yu with his 8. The Asana also with a lot of follow-ups. Litura for Perpetual with 9. Jun Roque making up for his 0 performance the last time around. He's got 7 so far. And Jello Rason contributing 6 points. We're just going to be taking a break, and when we come back, it's the second half of this battle for third between the NU Bulldogs and the Perpetual Altas. Evanelli picks it up. Another three. Bang! Back to back for Mark Nonoy. He beat it here.
Could be big.
This one is big. CJ Cancino. So Pagulangan right now taking over para sa UP Fighting Maroons. What a crossover. The ankle break for Mark Nonoy. Completes it with a three-pointer.
Just love that players, go up to this level.
They steal. And at the other end. Oh! Michael Phillips putting on a show very early.
Threes from the outside really favored FEU. Look here now. Ongoing right now.
Welcome to the third quarter of action. Ito nga po yung ating battle for third. Lamang momentarily by 7 itong NU. This is the largest lead that they were able to make so far in this ball game. Perpetual led by as much as 10 points. Steve Nash with a runner. And extends their lead right now to 9 points. Steve Nash Enriquez, 6 points in the ball game so far.
And partly itong lead ng Bulldogs is really because of the second chance points for them, lalo na inside the paint with those big guys in the Asana and Omar John controlling the paint.
Oh, it's gonna go the other way. Ano ba ito? Travel or he just lost control of the basketball?
Out of
Dribbled
bounds.
it on
I think out of bounds. Yeah.
for June Roque. The engineer, Patu, with basketball for NU.
Good seal right there by Nunez.
Patu firing the three. Offline. And somebody pushing somebody in that shaded area. That's Kenchi Padrone. Tinawagan ng kanyang pangatlong foul na.
Pangatlo na yan ni Padrones.
Parami na yung pumapasok sa Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan.
Good pass. Oh, what a recovery.
Laging ganun yung Perpetual. Good pass, good play, and then all of a sudden, a better defensive job naman for NU, especially with the presence there of Omar John, who just made a basket. Steam right now.
It's just the reach nung haba nito si Omar John. Kahit late na yung defense, inaabot pa din.
He's trying to make up. Medyo mas maganda yung nilaro ni Diazana nga no first half eh.
Yeah. Tsaka ang daming ng Perpetual, yung mga option to go high-low, but with Omar John and Diazana in the paint, walang advantage dun sa high-low set. So he's always gonna be in there defending. Yeah, that actually is their best chance against Omar John. Push him outside of his comfort zone, medyo malayo on a post-up, make him face up and force him going baseline. Kasi pag middle drive yan, middle dribble yan, mas advantage sa kanya kasi lefty siya.
JP Boral re-enters the ball game and Perpetual coming up with a steal. Jelo Razon puts it up. Is given the continuation. There's a foul.
Well, at least ito si Jelo Razon, the king altas that he is, contributing really well in this game. He's got 8 points already, 8 or 9 points, and going for his 10th here.
PJ Palacielo tinawagan ng foul. Jelo Razon completes a 3-point play para sa Perpetual.
Tsaka yung top 3 scorers ng Perpetual ni Tura, Roque, and Razon is actually a good mix for Coach Mike Sagigit. Oh, somebody missed that coverage.
Dito rin sa ball game nito, wala si Mike Malonzo, no?
Oh, yeah, correct.
Mantala, how about that? June Roque, that alley-oop finish. Lead has been cut down to 6 by NU. They led by as much as 11. This is the third quarter. Samantala, that floor, Jake Figueroa unable. And here comes Perpetual again, feeling the momentum. Back in their side. And a three-pointer.
Sobrang delikado talaga pagka-trailer mo yan si John Abis. We mentioned this in the last game. Him coming down with nobody on him, he's gonna take that shot. Really good touch from the 3.
Sila naman yung bumabalik.
Yeah.
From a high of 11, they're just down by 3.
Right.
Sabi nga, game of sports din ito, battle for third. They also know the importance of this one.
Yeah.
Siyempre, itong mga bata na ito, it's always making them feel good about themselves and the way they're going to be talking about their game, especially coming off a win. Pagka talo, tulog lahat yan sa sakyan nila. Ganun na yan. Walang dapat pagkwentuhan ninyo.
Correct.
Diba?
Mas lalo na yung mga home and away na games, tas ikaw yung road team, no?
Oo,
yung biyahe, magagano. Hindi, tsaka kung if you're NU, masarap rin manood ng sine ng panalo ka. So, di ba na, go and win this one before they enjoy Transformers later on. But how about that alley play for Roque?
Luma na nga raw yung Transformers eh. Little Mermaid na nga tayo eh. Then the Flash naman.
Ooh.
Oh, Steve Nash Enriquez. Uh-oh.
Two of the fastest guards we have in this game.
Ferreras.
Ferreras down.
They're going to be taking a look at that play.
See that?
Sumabit sa braso.
Sumabit sa braso.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, ang titignan dito. Yung braso ba talaga ang kinahabol dito? I mean, you should be going for the ball and they'll call it an unspo. Hindi niya kasi inabot yung bola eh. Yung braso talaga ang inabot eh.
Yeah.
Although si Steve Nash, sabi niya, all part of the game dapat eh. I mean, tingnan niyo naman si Pereira, so mukhang walang naman nangyari.
Ano lang yun, no? Pinagpag lang.
Alam mo yun, sakit eh. Sakit eh.
Pero ang dami.
Unspo. Ah, okay.
Yeah. pero ang daming players, either nakalaro ko, naging player ko na, alam mo yung maliliit yung frame, pero ang titigas nung
Oo,
mga
meron mga
muscle.
ganun eh. Oo eh. Natural na sa kanila yun eh. Ganun
Minsan,
eh.
minsan yan pa yung mas matutulis yung siko eh, di ba?
Totoo,
Like
sinabi
John
mo pa.
Stockton, di ba?
Yeah. Matinik yun in always.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. That's just a 2-point lead nila para sa NU. Even a chance right now for Perpetual. Unspo to plus ball possession eh.
Yep.
Diba? The Jello Rason.
Chance to equalize here, go for the lead.
JP Boral, pero medyo offline yung kanyang three-pointer at that time. Had a chance to take the lead again for Perpetual.
Iba pa rin talaga yung range noon John Avis versus dito kay Boral. Pero gusto mo yung activity ni Boral lalo na on the defensive side.
In the meantime, ito, Jake Figueroa gets back his own miss. Open look for Jolo Manansala. Knocks down a three-pointer.
Jolo Manansala really has that in his bag of weapons. And three-pointer from the outside, especially yung mga clean looks.
Both teams already with 6 3-pointers. In the meantime, they were trying to go inside to Omar John and a deflection by JP Boral. Ball will stay with NU.
At medyo mataas yung percentage niya, 40% from 3. Kanina, kita natin medyo mababa. Roughly nasa 20 and 30% lang sila. So pretty good three-point shooting game for both these teams.
Jolo, one-hander, yes!
A 5-point swing here for Jolo, starting to feel it now.
He's in double figures right now, Jolo Manansala. Pereras. June Roque tries to slice the middle, lost the basketball. Here comes NU, stay lead by 7 once again, overcoming the run made by Perpetual. They were just up by 2. Patu lost it.
Jake Figueroa had the right thing in mind. He waited for that weak side post to dive. Meantime, ito, kita mo. Manansala just getting that floater in on that spin and ends up with a smile.
Third quarter, 4.5 remaining. Perpetual with the ball here momentarily. Patu open, fakes. Looking for somebody who's more open right now.
There you go.
Omar John.
That's what we were saying. If you're gonna let him receive that ball on that low block with that left-hand dribble going middle, medyo mahirap i-contain yun si Omar John.
Omar John, 8 points in the ball game. He's also got 10 rebounds. Figueroa.
Wow.
Here's Jolo once again, posting, spins, drop pass inside. Omar John.
This is a Jolo Manansala show here in the third quarter.
He's going to be a marked man. He knows it. But of course, playing decoy also and setting up Omar John near the basket. Who could stop him?
Perpetual team captain Jello Razon shares that in yesterday's training, their team had a breakthrough. He didn't share much details about it and they wanted to keep it within their team, but he says that this has been fueling them to really push on for an NCAA championship and to give 100% in all games leading up to that. Despite a tough loss from UP in their semis, they walked out of this arena proud to have made it this far and took every learning. Jello also says that they are lucky for a chance at another game today and they do not want to take this opportunity for granted. Benji and Coach Mike.
Oh naman.
Yeah.
Every opportunity na makakapaglaro ka, naka-livestream ka, kino-cover ka ni Coach Mike Perez at ni Megan Cabrera, dapat lang ayusin mo.
Lalo na ni Benji Santiago. But the only surviving NCAA team, and so there has to be a little bit of sense of accomplishment for them.
Yes, totoo naman yun. For Perpetual.
Oh yeah, for
And
Perpetual,
of course,
right.
earlier si Megan nga, di ba, talking about Cholo Manansala and their, sabi ko nga, how do you approach this ball game right now? You were the former champions and right
Right.
now you're playing in the battle for third. So it's still a good thing nga. Kasi kumbaga, pre-season.
Correct.
Preparation. Ganun ang dating eh. If this was already the UAAP, then most probably they're going to be telling you a different story. Pero for
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
they can still afford to watch
Yeah, because
The
really,
Little Mermaid.
yeah. No, really, the goal is once you get to either UAAP or NCAA, you will have that
Yun
confidence already. And your
Ganun
confidence always comes from preparation. Di ba?
Lalo na to, Perpetual, di ba? So, biro mo na. Yung dalawang naglaban in the previous season ng NCAA, Benilde and Letran, nowhere to find anymore.
Right.
Andito pa, etong Perpetual.
Yeah.
Sila na nga lang the only surviving NCAA
Yeah.
team
Yeah.
to be in the top 4.
And literally, halos almost every game that they played, they had to wing it without si Omega and,
Yes, yun
allowing
pa yun,
other players to step up. Kaya mga games nila, very close. But I guess, yung fortitude is what they got out of this preseason, to be able to survive close games and win it.
I can remember the very first game against
yeah.
Mapua.
Yep.
I think they won by just 2 points.
2 points, right.
Mga escape victories din para sa
Correct.
Perpetual.
Correct.
Pero that's really gonna make your boys feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Unti-unti yung pag-level up ng kanilang confidence.
Yeah. And
Yung
you want-
tiwala sa sarili, tiwala sa
Correct.
teammates.
You want to put them in those situations as well,
Yep, totoo yan.
The longer that they survive the furnace, the better it is for them.
Sabi nga, it's not just physical, emotional, mental,
Yeah.
all factors to be considered. So take a look at Cyrus Nitura. He's also doing his thing
Yeah.
here. He's going to be a player to watch out
Right.
for pagdating ng NCAA.
Exactly. And Sinitura is actually the 4th leading scorer for Perpetual on points per game, averaging 7 per game. And he's the #1 assist guy with almost 4 assists per game.
And you, Now by 14. With 2.5 remaining here in the third period. So Perpetual will have to use speed factor to consider here, and of course accuracy. Sinking those 3-pointers.
That's the 7th, I guess, for Perpetual, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Pang-pito na yun. Nakadikit lang naman din yung NU. They have 6 3-pointers so far in this ball game. Pero ito na, ipaagaw na naman Chocolapa. Perpetual on the attack. They're going to be shooting another 3-pointer.
Oh.
It's back-to-back 3-pointers for the Perps.
Deficit down to single digits here.
Approaching 100 seconds here in the third.
Well, that's a mismatch right there. Couldn't get to it.
Hindi mapunta kay Gulapa
Hindi
yung
mapunta
bola.
kay Gulapa.
Oh! Logo shot! Kung pinakawalan ni Jake Figueroa. But it did fall for him. Another 3 for Perpetual. Nope. They decide for a drive here. Oh, umbrella defense by Joe Golapa.
Tried to go baseline with that attack, pero Golapa right there waiting for that drive.
Lead down to 8 from a high of 14.
That's it.
Less than a minute remaining in the third period. Sabi ni Patio, dito niyo pa ako lalabanan. Specialty ko to eh.
Yeah. Kalkulado. Tini square.
And the 7th 3-pointer para sa NU. And that's another steal. NU on the attack here. The off-balance shot. There was already a foul prior to that move to the basket by Don Lim.
Look at this.
Pwede. Kung pumasok, pwedeng bigyan ng continuation. So this means 2 free throws for Don Lim.
Yeah. And maganda for ANU is every time they get a steal, they actually looking downhill and going for those fast break points. Right now, I guess they have 11 fast break points versus that of 8 for Perpetual. And so Perpetual's got to be able to take better handle of their possession and to go back on defense once a turnover is committed.
So this is kind of a variety, just adding up for NU. Sabi mo nga kasi, these are two teams na mahilig to mga set plays and everything. So they're trying a different kind of a variation. Let's go run and gun naman tayo. Subukan natin.
Yeah.
NU recovers from a rally by Perpetual. Now up 13 once again. Seconds ticking away before we end the third period.
Oh, bad pass.
Mark Parks. And a pass, Patu with a three! NU by 16. Perpetual, can they have the final say here? Jelo Rason. Ferreras, the floater, won't go. And that will be it for the third period of action. Battle for third. NU takes their lead up to 16. Still another quarter is coming up. But still things need to be settled here in the battle for third. Plenty games. Championship day right here for the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup later on. UP and LaSalle. This is the fourth and final quarter in this battle for third. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be NU salvaging, of course, after being dethroned by, in the championship and settling for a battle for third? But of course, you can never tell. The only surviving NCAA team, University of Perpetual, will try to mount a comeback here in the fourth quarter, down by 16. Here's the off-balance shot. There's already the foul. That'll pave the way for 2 free throws here for Perpetual. And this is RJ Barcuma, who has yet to make a basket in this ball game.
And Barcuma, medyo undersized if you compare to the bigs that's on the floor right now para sa NU. And so, if you're undersized, you always turn to your skill set, footwork, how you finish and strong in the paint. And that's going to be a work in progress for Barcuma.
While managing to come up with his first point. Splitting his charities. NU. Head-to-head battle when it comes to shooting three-pointers, especially with the presence of Pat Yu. Here's Jolo Manansala diving for the loose ball.
Gotta take this.
And I love that kind of an attitude, no? Yeah. Diving for the loose ball and you're still up by 15 points.
Yep.
PJ Palacielo. Ball still in his hands and a shot clock violation called against NU. All right. Mamaya nga, no? LaSalle versus UP. I mean, if you're going to be asking anybody, siguro masasabi natin na, who would have thought, no? It's going to be LaSalle versus UP.
Yeah.
And pero sino naman madidisappoint na LaSalle at UP yun at hindi nga iba,
Oh,
diba?
yeah.
Slam bang affair. One game pa. One game only.
Yep.
Yan lang yun eh.
Talagang wala nang bukas, kailangan buhos laro agad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo. Di serye, no?
Yeah,
Di
di
series
serye.
na. One game. That's it.
Ooh.
Parehong zero jersey.
Oo nga.
Ni Jolo at si Jun Roque eh. Jolo paupuin muna. Jake Figueroa in his place.
Pero ang laki ng puntos talaga na hindi nakuha dito sa kay Roque in their last game. I mean, 14-point average, you're not getting any from him. Crucial talaga yung almost useless siya after that 3 quick fouls that he got. And so he couldn't score, he couldn't defend na rin.
Basically, credit na rin sa depensa.
Right.
Yung paghahanda rin ng UP sa kanila, yung Fighting Maroons.
Yeah. And UP diced that game really well against Perpetual.
Steve Nash getting away with a layup, but ball decides to pop out. Okay, thinking about it. Abis. Barcuma in the paint. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, nakabingwit pa ng foul. Muntik pa. Pakapasok. Orgo.
Orgo getting his minutes here. Exposure for Coach Mike Siligit's player.
Huli naman eh, di ba? Huli na eh.
And ang dami mga players na dyan nagsimula. Practice players or what have you. Before went into Team B, limited minutes, third group sa rotation. Eventually, nakapaglaro ng point in case, Jacob Cortez was actually a practice player for San Beda back then. He was in the third group until opportunities came up and brought him up to Team A.
Yun yung sinasabi, magmatrikula ka muna.
Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, we go into a timeout. NU 73, Perpetual 64.
Coach Mike Sagigit of the Alta squad says to be the only NCAA team at this stage of the league is rewarding. And regardless of what happens, he says the lessons that they have learned so far have been invaluable, and he sees the makings of a champion team with how receptive his players have been with the corrections and as well as the desire to move up together. Sabi nga ni Coach Mike, expect them to be ready come NCAA Season 99. Benji and Coach Mike.
Yun nga, yun eh, di ba? Pinapakita niya na eh. I mean, we are going to be a force to reckon with. Look at where we are right now. The only surviving NCAA team. We're here in the top 4. And, you know, this is a lot of gains for them.
Yup, and you know, ito si Coach Mike, as you see here, a steal by Jello.
And bothered by the defensive stance by Mark Parks. So nothing falling for Perpetual. 2 tries to make a basket. And here comes NU right now. Although this is just single-digit lead, may steal na naman ang Perps. Jello Rason against Mark Parks. Barkuma. Block ang inabot.
Well, that's the third time we've seen Barkuma do that drive.
Oo, eh, kasi nga, undersized niya.
Yeah. And so he has to turn to his footwork and those stride
Yeah,
stops to
yun
stay
yun
in control. Yeah. You can't be doing 1-2 jumps in there. Lalaki ng mga players eh.
He's going to be learning that slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Abis Rason. It
Yeah.
drops. Another 3-pointer here for Perpetual.
Yeah, that 1-2 combo's got to start to work now para sa kay Coach Mike Sagigit. They're down only 6.
Mukhang down to the wire pa itong battle for third natin. Although plenty of time, 6.5 remaining.
Oh.
A blocking foul. Si June Roque. Ngayon, first foul pa lang siya, fourth quarter na.
Right.
Anyways, may timeout muna tayo rito. NU Bulldogs, they really mean business here in this battle for third. (73-67). It's NU leading Perpetual. 6:29 remaining in this battle for third, one-game affair between these two teams. And later on, you don't want to miss out. Ang pagtatagpo, ang bakbakan for the championship sa ating 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. University of the Philippines versus De La Salle University. Like, what more could you ask for?
Right now, you can tell itong 5 ng NU really going for the win now. Almost all the starters on the floor.
So take a look. Jake Figueroa. He drives. Nailusot yun!
Sabi siguro ni Coach Jeff, guys, 6 na lang to. Baka naman makaligtas pa to sa atin.
Kaya nga.
Idiin na natin.
That's the first basket of Jake Figueroa. Samantala, John Abbas.
And John Aves showing Barkuma. Ganito ginagawa yan. Drive middle, jump stop, fake, take the shot.
Eh, malaki ka naman eh. Sabay sa kanya ni Jake Barkuma eh.
Matulog ka kasi sa tanghali.
Steve Nash slices the middle, gets away with a layup.
No.
He blew by 2 defenders right there.
Tsaka importante yung pag-cuff niya ng bola to protect it from anybody trying to go for those reach.
8-point lead for NU. Perpetual. Here's the floater. Ferreras. Ferreras scoring.
I like this guy Ferreras as he drives inside those lanes. Very much in control, got floaters.
He's the leading scorer right now for Perpetual with his 12 points.
Yep.
Just up 6 on NU inside 5 minutes. The final quarter. Patu
Oh, wow.
goes inside. Omar John using his left hand. Omar John with 12 points, double-double, 10 rebounds.
Hindi makatulong yung corner guy sa defense kasi si Jake Figueroa nandun. You have to stay on him.
Step back 3. And it's a miss for Jello Razon. NU an 8-point lead. Omar John. Oh, nobody home. Oh, Jello
What a finish!
Even for the last game, somebody has just got to come up with a show.
How about that pass inside and that up and under move right through midair?
Flash Express pass of the game.
Ganda rin ang recognition ni Omar John.
4 minutes and 14. Time remaining here, and there are battle for third. You can still never be too sure. Pero earlier, Jolo Manansala, great move, great find coming from Omar John. Omar John's second assist. But he's 12 points and 10 rebounds already, Omar John. Samantala, JP Boral can't knock down, falls short of that three-pointer.
Boral's been struggling from outside though.
Di sila sabay-sabay na pumuputok no?
Yeah.
Kahit paano
Kanya-kanyang timing
Oo.
Oh, bad pass.
Too high.
Yeah, I had the right idea in mind itong si Patu, but just that pass was too high. Na-seal sa likod yung defense ni Manansala.
81-71, NU by 10, Perpetual. And how many times have they been able to make a comeback here? They were down by as much as 16. Off-balance shot, Ferreras with a miss, and there's going to be a loose ball foul here. It stays with Perpetual, so that means a foul is going to be called on Omar John.
Yeah, and Perpetual really limited to perimeter attacks here because Omar John's right there with his length and height waiting to defend against any attack in the paint.
Chance para sa Perpetual. Going to be throwing in from the baseline. Ferreras, turn around. Difficult shot. Oh, Jello Razon coming out of nowhere to grab that offensive rebound. Floats it up. Still won't drop.
Makeable shots for Perpetual, just couldn't get that through.
Meanwhile, Steve Nash, Enriquez. Corner three, Patu unable. Omar John grabs another rebound, his 11th. And setting up Jolo Manansala.
Dalawang beses natin nakita yung connection ng Omar John tsaka Jolo Manansala. Parang switching places. Dapat na pumapasa sa poste si Manansala to John
Third assist by Omar John. Samantala, eto, sumasagot Pang-siyam na three-pointer. No, pang-sampu na actually for Perpetual. Merong siyam ang NU.
Yeah. And Pagaran's been pretty silent in this game. He's actually the second leading scorer per game for Coach Mike Sagigit. And good setup job there in the corner.
83-74 NU hanging on to that 9-point lead. 2 minutes and 34 remaining. Battle for third. After our championship game, we'll have the awarding ceremonies. We'll find out who are the Mythical 5 Finals MVP. At syempre, mamaya pa nga yung championship game natin. Sino ang tatanggalin bagong champion sa ating 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup?
And this place is going to be loud later when that championship game comes in.
Omar John called for his third. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, he moved a little bit going the way of...
I didn't see him. Bini Omar John. That was Barakuma.
Sa liit,
This guy
hindi
on the
nakita.
floor. Yeah, can't blame him. Carlo Ferreras firing the three. It's offline, and Omar John comes down with another rebound. His 12th?
Last 2 minutes.
No, 13 rebounds already for Omar John. And
3-second violation. Yeah.
pinaningay natin dito. Pabalik pa ang bola sa Perpetual. It's Barcuma. He's got it. Moral. Here's Rason. Jello makes a move. Moral goes for it. Can't knock it down. Big rebound here by Jolo Manansala. Jolo Manansala, that's his 4th rebound. He's got 14 in the ball game. It's Matthew who leads him with his 16 for NU. Shot clock winding down for NU. 5 to shoot. Ball tapped out. It stays with NU. 3.1 seconds.
Shot clock, 3.1 seconds to shoot.
Now you have to defend this final 3 seconds of the shot clock.
Figueroa inbounds it. Omar John. Naku, nawala pa yung bola. Naku, naagaw na. Ito na ang Perpetual. A 3. This is gonna be big. Bang! It goes in.
6-point game. 2-possession game here.
Christian Pagaran delivers. He's also in double figures with 11.
Yeah, tsaka crucial yung last 6 points niya. Both coming from 3.
Patu. Figueroa's fouled. Jello Rason will be called for the contact here.
Foul number 9, Chelo Razon. First personal foul. 13 foul, Perpetual Amas. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Pangatlong team foul pa lang yan ng Perpetual.
Yeah.
So throw in for NU.
Perpetual's got to defend without fouling here. You want to get a really good stop.
Steve Nash inside of Omar John. 10
Somebody's
to
gotta
shoot.
help out. That's it.
Steve Nash, quick release on the 3. Can't drop it. Here comes Perpetual again. Down by 6. Are they going to go for another 3? Yes, they will. Can't connect that time. That could have been big. It's Steve Nash coming down with authority on that rebound. Good position.
Yeah. That was a good shot, though. That was they're trying to go for a 2-for-1.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a 2-for-1 situation, so they had to release that shot quickly so that they get another possession later on.
let's see here. They can review this. We're under 2 minutes. Who's got the possession? It's going to be very important. 35.6 seconds remaining. Kalain nyo nga naman, battle for third, pero talaga sinulit pa rin. Tayo. Sabi nga, pang ano sila pampagana para dun sa ating championship game.
Appetizer, eh. That look, it's off Perpetual.
Possession for NU.
Right.
Last touch Perpetual.
Right.
Leading by 6, 35.6 seconds.
Correction, the possession is for Perpetual Amas.
Well, okay. Don't worry. Tagal-tagal ulit bago marinig yan. Another collection. Este correction. Oh. Tapos na ba talaga? We just wanted to find out. Tapos na ba talaga? Have they made the necessary decision here? Coach Jeff Napa wanting to challenge.
Yeah.
They thought, kasi nga naman and yun na sinabi, there's ngayon, correction perpetual
And I feel based on the replay, sure looks like it's NU ball.
Ito. Might as well. Tingnan natin ng mabuti rito. Abba!
Ooh. Got a case.
Perpetual nga. Nasa
Oh,
harapan
yeah,
kasi
yeah,
si
yeah.
Jolo.
Yeah.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Collection talaga.
Another chance para rito sa perpetual.
Uh-huh.
They could come up with a quick, big basket.
First, you gotta get the ball in bounds.
Yan, yun na nga. Anong nangyari rito? Abis, fakes, turns. June Roque with a 3. Air ball. Yun lang. They had that chance.
That was a good shot too. Had that line.
Timeout ng NU, 25.3. Is this enough? It's a safe lead for the Bulldogs. They lead by 6. All right. Depende kung anong kulay. Mamaya, ang mas marami. Berde ba? Ano ba yung maroon sa Tagalog? Biglang natigilan ako.
Natigilan
Ano yung
ako,
maroon?
Hindi naman mapusyaw na pula.
Oo nga. Hindi, mapusya. Fusya yata yung fusya.
Fusya.
Anyway, maroon or green, yun lang naman yun Diba? Yun ang ating championship. And look at the size of the crowd. Small crowd pa lang ito. Hindi pa naman kasi nagsisimula. Battle for third pa lang itong tinatapos natin So we know there's still more people expecting to come inside the Filoil EcoOil Center here in San Juan. One game that will decide who will be the new champion sa ating preseason cup. Ano?
Foul number 3, Joey Boycoma, penalty.
Ayan.
And personal foul, Joey Boycoma.
Well, no choice So, sige, subukan natin. Mag-free throw si Steve Nash. So making the free throw. And trying to make it a 3-possession game right now. With 23.3 seconds remaining. So 2 free throws made. Omar John will finally be lifted here. Don't think it's coming back anymore into this ball game, but this time remaining, it's perpetual.
Wow.
Naipamigay pa, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes.
Well, they had their chances.
Battle for third, equally exciting.
Mhm.
Of course, we really expect the excitement to still be one level up or maybe 2 levels up later between LaSalle and UP. But this one has turned out to be entertaining as well. So third place finish for the former defending champions. NU winning it 85 versus Perpetual 77. We also would like to congratulate Perpetual, the only remaining NCAA team to enter the Final Four of this preseason cup.
Well, and itong Perpetual is actually one big guy away from, doing a little bit better, at least hopefully to get into the finals. With Omega going down, that played a lot of factor in the rotation of Coach Mike Sagigit.
All right. Okay. So magkakaroon na tayo rito for the third place finisher or second runner-up. Ito, best rebounder natin. Ayan, Reyes Barbecue, Omar Jan. If you don't like them, just give it here. Pero nga naman, double-double eh.
Oo naman.
Diba? Nag-ambisyon pa nga ng triple-double sana eh, pero natapos na yung ball game. Ito naman ang best player of the game natin rito.
Yeah.
Leading all scorers for the NU Bulldogs. Engineer! Dito ngayon, top-notcher siya.
Yup. Mukhang alam mo na kung anong suot ni Pat Yu mamaya sa pag nanood sila ng Transformers. At alam mo na kung anong baong kakain ni Omar Jan. Scalos PH for Pat Yu and yung Reyes Barbecue para kay Omar Jan.
Well, once again, it's NU garnering a second runner-up finish or a third place finish. And of course, what's coming up is the most anticipated ball game, the most anticipated face-off. You've been waiting for it to happen. We're just a few minutes away from that to happen. It's going to be De La Salle University Green Archers going up against the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. So don't go away, stick around. We'll have that ball game for you when we come back. Okay, right on, and so we're back. And of course, to show you the awarding for the second runner-up finish for the National University Bulldogs. Wow, this is going to be a force to reckon with come the new season of UAAP.
Yep, and I'm sure Jeff Napas had a lot of realization on this group of young guys. This is a work in progress for them. Very young players. Kian Baclan is actually leading this team. He needs the other players to get involved as well offensively. And at least they ended both seasons, the last two seasons, on a good note, on a win. This time around, para naman sa third place for the NU Bulldogs.
Of course, this is just a preseason cup. And you still have your chances, plenty of those, when finally UAAP, the new season, will be happening pretty soon. For now, they'll take their glory of ending up third. National University Bulldogs. Well done. Good job here in the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. Okay, photo op lang, photo op. That's our chairman, Mr. Ray Gamboa, along with Commissioner Cho Lipa right there also. Ayun si Kian Baclan na hindi siya naglaro in this ball game.
Sayang rin yung last game nila. Could have turned either way if Kian played the same way.
Ayun na. Congratulations, and you! And of course, later, ang congratulations namin in the battle in the finals, UP versus La Salle. That's coming up next.